I'm in secondary school. So in terms of education, family problem, not really family problem. I mean, they can't really negotiate with their parents about like cool stuff. That's what I do during secondary school. It's more towards like I'm loving helping people. That's why I'm in Enlight.
All right, okay, very good. So a very good introduction from all. Okay, yes, this session is actually mainly the enlighters, all right, or we call it as the speakers, all right, are all from the team of Enlight itself. So people in the Instagram, so we are actually doing our first forum podcast style, all right. So these are all the members that you can see. If you have question, you can drop your question in the Insta comment. All
Cheers,
right.
guys.
So they
Cheers,
will
guys.
actually, oh, he really has a thick eyes there.
Yeah. Mama, mau
Okay.
hantar.
So if you guys have any question, you can actually put in the Insta comment, and I will actually ask on behalf of you guys. Okay. So to start the Teh Ice session, all right? Since it's still cold and chill, all right. So my first question for anyone can answer first, all right? What is the main thing that motivates you to go to a university? Meaning that after Form 5, all right, what is your main motivation to pursue your studies in a university?
I think I will answer that. Okay, terima kasih untuk the soalan. Sekarang saya answer. Alright.
Sambung Sanjay nanti.
Terus Sanjay jealous.
Okay, Nisha.
Okay, so the main reason, or more like I would say a push that gave me to go to university and why I chose MMU, to be brutally honest, it was actually because my dad will always say that you are not a person until you don't stand on your 2 feet and have your own, then you can call on your own, like anything of your own, and then you will know that you're actually successful, because people may come and go from your life, and you need to be there, you need to be strong, and in order to do it, education is the first thing that you need to achieve in order to be who you want to be, and to grow, and to grow and to be the person that you actually wanted to be, and always do it for yourself. So the main push would be to basically better myself in every possible way. Yeah, and why I choose MMU, because it was basically like 15 minutes away from my house.
Alright.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, so like 15 minutes away.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah.
nice. I like the way you say that your dad give you this kind of quote that you only count like a person if say that you can stand on your 2 feet, and education can actually bring you there. So that's a very good quote actually. All right, so thank you so much, Nisha. Yeah, Nick, how about you?
Why study in university? Oh. Okay lah, for me actually MMU wasn't really much of something that I didn't really think about. When I was in secondary school, when I was in Form 4, I think Form 3, I wasn't a really good student. And then I was always thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do in university? Business was one of the options, but which major was it? I didn't really think much into it. But before that, when I was in Form 4, I actually thought I wanted to do law. I actually thought of becoming a lawyer. In in Form 5, I think that's where my life kind of changed. I met someone when I was in Form 4. When I was in secondary school, in particular, I wasn't a very good student. I mixed with smokers, I mixed with drinkers, people that smoke, people that drink, people that didn't really actually wanted to achieve things. So I was with a really bad group. And when I was in Form 5, I actually met somebody that changed my whole perspective and taught me to actually work hard. So I went from a really shitty student into becoming one of the best students. I'm one of the best versions that I've ever seen myself, which was from failing 5 core subjects to getting almost straight A. I missed by 1 subject, and it was something really interesting to me. So when that opportunity came, when I saw that I could actually do something, my vision changed from I didn't really have the idea of doing law anymore, but then it always was in the back of my mind. Then I actually had thoughts of going to Sunway to actually do accountancy, ACCA, because in my SPM cert, accounting was actually one of the highest one. I think I got A or something like that. And then I actually thought of going to somewhere to do my ACCA, or actually going to Utah or Tasi to do accounting. Another one more is actually psychology. I thought I wanted to go to somewhere and study psychology. But the reason why I didn't actually pursue all of this is because actually my mother is a single parent. So to me, I thought, okay, maybe next time in the future when I am a little bit older, I have my own money, I can do whatever I want. I'll go and do all this type of thing, maybe get a second degree or get a master's in this type of things. But for now, money is a bit of a concern now. So I decided to stay in Malacca, where there is free lodging, free food. Essentially, I'm staying at home, and also like the only thing I have to worry about is tuition fee lah and all. And then I was having trouble when I came to MMU. I still had a few options to go into business. My main path that I wanted to go was to go business, and I wanted to go and take accounting. Or actually, I wanted to take law. But the reason why I didn't pursue law is because I realized that if I took law, I only could stay in Malaysia and practice law.
Yep.
Yeah, so that wasn't really something I wanted. I wanted to be like, when I'm done here, I want to go out, because you won't actually learn anything until you actually been exposed to everything out there. So that's the reason why I stuck with business. So as I was through my foundation years, sorry, not years, I think I had more time to actually think about what I really wanted. It was still accounting for a long period of time until my third semester, where I realized I could do accounting, but I didn't necessarily like to deal with numbers, and it wasn't something that I really wanted to do for the rest of my life, I would say. So during my foundation year, I was very lucky to meet a lot of people that gave me a lot of opportunity to actually join a lot of events, club society, and then that's when I realized I kind of enjoyed interacting with people. So I took human resource as my major. That's when back to the question, I think this is a little bit like very far off already, but why is it important to actually study in university is that the reason why you come to university is to be actually literate, to actually learn this knowledge that you can use in order to change the world. Imagine if you didn't actually come to university, wouldn't have all this type of knowledge that you can actually do something with it. If you think about it now, maybe in university you can't think about it, but as you go through it, for those who actually join Changemaker, and actually for those who are actually in this current live chat now, you are given the opportunity actually to come and learn ideas and knowledge, which then you can actually apply in your life in order to make someone else's life even better. And these are some of the things that you can't actually get if you don't go to university and all these type of places. So I would say main reason why is it important to be university is so that you can become literate, and actually learn how to impact someone's life in a different way. So that's why I think it's quite important.
All right. Thank you so much, Nick. Wow, we just started already. The fire or inspiration is already there. Okay. All right. So we have a few questions in Insta comment. Later on, we'll go back to that. So, Sanjay, you might want to answer the question just now.
All right. So the reason I came to MMU is, if you look at my resume area, my working experience is better than my academic results. So I actually spent my life working since I'm 13 years old. I work a lot of jobs. So I didn't have that plan to actually go to university and study because I'm making money. But then my dad actually forced me to go to university. So I'm actually it was an MMU by force. My dream job was to be a lawyer, just like Nick. I wanted to be a lawyer because that was my passion, into it. But then when my dad forced me to university, he forced me to do business, right? But I thought it's not a good career for me. Every day I was like bogging myself, like, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? And then when I see subjects like maths and accounting, I'm not good at it, numbers. So I keep failing my exam. Yes, I do. So I was like, lost my hope. So one day I met this one lecturer. So I went to see this guy, and this guy impacted my life in a different way. I actually tell him that, sir, want to become a lawyer. I don't like business. This thing is like terrible for me. Then he told me this word. He told me, why do you want to become a lawyer? Why keep bugging yourself to be something that you can't dream of anymore, and just go with it? Because right now people are hiring lawyers. So why not be someone who hire lawyers? And I thought of it. Okay, that makes sense. Because if you can't be something you can't really be, why not just be something you can really be? So I just choose the path. I go with it. I put my whole heart on it. I think I'm the student who actually put everything into what I do. So I put everything up to 100%. I study well, and then I realized that I can actually study very, very well instead of just working my whole life, So I'm actually doing great things, and right now we are continuing with my team. We're doing Enlight. So before leaving MMU, I'm trying to do a platform for everybody to change your life, without relying on anybody. Like, I never had that chance. I had to rely on myself, everything on myself, my own effort. But you guys have a platform to share everything that you need help on, like personal problems, businesses, whatever. So yeah, that's the reason I went to MMU, being forced. But now I'm still here. Thank you.
All right. So just a follow-up question, Sanjay, since you say you're being forced, so do you actually regretted it?
No, not a single day. I regretted it. At first, I did, because I can't make money anymore. I can't go places that I used to go. I'm trapped inside my room. I have to study. But then every note I flip, every subject I go through, I realize I'm learning something new, and I try to take those notes as a brick to build my empire.
Ooh. All right. Nice. Okay, thanks, Sanjay. All right, the last one, Gap.
So why do I need to go university? Why do I choose MMU? So basically, at first, it's all about paraforcing. It's about the places is very near. But after I realized during my foundation year, I realized that why students need to go university, even though let's say you are very not conditionally in financially not so good. So, but still, I really encourage those who are not in university, go to university. The very main reason why I say you should go university, because it's all about networking, connectivity. Because as soon as you enter university, you will meet a lot of type of people. Some are very playful, some are very generous, and then some are very knowledgeable. So you will meet different type of person. So going through that university life, then you will find out that you will explore your mind, then you expanded your mind as well. So you will know all type of different people, and that also will encourage like a free platform, or like a platform for you to enter the society. So it's about connectivity, because who knows, maybe the person you know today might be an CEO of a company, because what they said is during your 20s or during your young adult time, it's good for you to go for invest in your connectivity, because your connectivity is equal to your income, your profit. So that's why I now encourage all those secondary school students or my friends to go for university, because university does really help a lot in terms of connectivity, because you will learn from there. Because as one of my friends said, when you enter university, the person you met first might be the one who influenced you the most. And yes, I did. It influenced me a lot, but then I changed along the way, meeting different people. So that's why I'm here in Enlight today.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, I think I do share a story like Sanjay, also being forced into the university, So, but yeah, I never regretted once that I stepped my foot in MMU itself to a university to gain more knowledge. What I am today is because of the step that I took. I can actually choose not to go to a university, but like some of you say that the knowledge will actually bring you even further in your life, and somehow it will push you to do better in whatever you dream of to do. Okay, so that's good. A good start, guys. All right. So my next question, because I know that most of you here are first class student. Okay, all of you are in your degree, first class student. Okay, so besides studying, a part of studying, what you guys normally do in your free time?
I want to go first.
Okay, Nisha.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Okay, you know how to say ladies first? Yes. So this is a very interesting question, and I'm gonna be very brutally honest because honesty is the best policy. Apart of studying, what I actually do is sleep, lots of sleep. Yes, I need the sleep. But apart of that, I do sing a lot, like a lot. I mean, because that's my hobby and I love doing it. And then I also basically because my mom is a single mom, so what me and my mom will always do is that in a week it's a compulsory thing that we do. This was before MCO, so every Sunday we need to have our breakfast outside of the house, so basically in any restaurant. And then every Thursday night is supposed to be a party night with me and my mom. So my mom is like my best friend. Yes. So it's like I spend time with my family, but in such a way that sometimes I go alone with my mom, or it's only me and her, or it's only me and my aunties and stuff like that. So like I spend time one to one with my family members just to get to know them better, to have fun and all that. Yeah. So that's what I do as a part of studying. And
All
also
right,
hang out with
nice,
my friends.
nice, nice. Thank you, Nisha. All right. How about Nick?
For me, yeah. So is it a thing that we can also ask like participants to share if they want? Or is it
I think
it's
they
more
can ask question lah. Let them ask question only lah later.
so other apart from studying? Okay, so as Mr. Vincent said, majority of us are first class students. Um, I can say that I am actually like very happy so that I'm actually somewhat a first class student. But the one thing that I would never consider myself is to actually be a very smart person. I never consider myself to actually be very smart. You don't have to be smart, but all you have to be is hardworking. I learned this through my secondary school years lah. So if Mr. Vincent says that we are like or maybe just for me lah, like we're first class student and all that, like it's just through hard work. It's not through us being genetically gifted. So if you actually want to be a first class student as well, all you have to be is hardworking. It doesn't matter anything with genetics or anything. So okay, so moving on, what do I do with my free time? So actually, I would say for me, I like to read books. I actually like to read a lot of self-help books to actually answer questions that I feel like I need to be answered by myself. I tend to actually think a lot at times. And also, I believe like I like to spend time with my friends to actually get to know them a little bit better, to actually have some sort of authentic connection and relationship with them. Other than that, sleep, Netflix, definitely one of the things that you have to do. But during my time, if I was actually alone and not studying, my main thing that I actually would do is that I would do things that makes me happier. I think that's a very important thing that you should actually try and do. Because studying one thing, it actually gives you a lot of stress. So finding something that you actually like to do, like genuinely like to do, is something really important. And I think it's important for ourselves. So that's usually what I do lah, just doing things that I like to do.
Right. Okay. Nice. Thank you so much. Okay. Sanjay.
All right. So, being a student, being the person who's working, and then a lot of things. The way that I can say that the key to be a good student, I agree with Nick. We're not all smart. We're just smart in certain things that we are, but not everything. We're not perfect. But to me, is to be organized. You have to be the master of your 24-hour in a day. If you can't master your 24 hours, you cannot do anything in your life. So that is how we become some of the best students in whatever we do. So to me, besides studying, I have a lot of things going on. I'm an athlete. I have a taekwondo thing to do. I have to go to gym, I have to train. And then I have a lot of hobbies, like I play musical instruments, then I have some magic things to do, Rubik's Cube. So I do a lot of things. So I actually spend more time by myself than with people whenever I'm alone. because to me, whenever I spend time alone, I can get to know my weaknesses. I love to read books, of course. So when you read, like Nick said, you learn to get things which are new to you. You get to improve yourself. And by learning from yourself also, you spend time with yourself, you can get to know that things that you are lacking in your life, you'll be very organized. Because if you keep spending with other people, horsing around, going to clubs, partying, you know, like going wild, you won't really have an organized life, because you spend most of it with things that is not beneficial to you. Like every single hour in your life is very, 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 very valuable. So that's how you value it, is where you're gonna see yourself in the future. So time is everything. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sanjay. Very nice. Okay, Gab, how about you?
So most of us believe that those full-fledged students, other than studying, just going to be what's it called, study all the time. But no, actually. So I'm going to be honest. Maybe I'm a little bit different from other first-class students, because for me, I'm more to like relax kind of that, and at the same time having some time for myself to keep on enhancing. So most of the time I spend outside academic things. I'll be more to like spending on more onto the relationship, because I found out that we keep on enhancing ourselves, we keep on focusing on ourselves. We did not like take care of the people around us. At that moment when we thought about people around us, we will felt that everything is too late, because some might leave, some might quit, some might go away. So I feel that relationship is very important for me. So my friends, so I spend most of the time chit-chatting with my friend, as well as see some motivational video and read some books, because sometimes I tend to be lazy to read books, to be honest. So I'm just going to watch those video as well as audio books, which are a lot easier for me, I guess. Yeah. So most of the time I'll be spending with my family, friends, chit-chatting, enhancing the networking, as I said just now. So that's more focus on me.
Right, good. Yeah, actually, I agree with you guys. I always tell my students the same thing. You don't need to be smart to be successful in life, you know, or to score my subject. You just need to be very, very hardworking, and you need to put effort. I always focus on the effort and the attitude of the students. And I believe that you guys also becoming a full-fledged student is because of that. Because you have the right attitude, that's why you can manage your time properly, and you're like very hardworking. So yeah, that's very good advice to all that actually viewing this right now. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, besides going for exams, studying, then you guys do what you normally do, right? Do you guys involve anything else in the university? You know, like any other activities that you want to share? Maybe you want to share what you enter and what you learn from it. Maybe we can start with Nick.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, sure. So, do we talk about currently, or what have we done in throughout?
Anything can, no problem.
Okay. So my journey in MMU. Okay, so I started out with MMU water sports. I used to be a dragon boat rower as well. You see all the fit people that run around the tennis court on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I used to be one of those people. That was my foundation year. When I came into MMU, I actually this is one of the really fun stories that I actually had. When I came into MMU, we used to have this thing called career fair. And our career fair used to be organized by students, actually. So when I first joined into MMU, right after my OC intake, I still remember this. It was like 3 days. Then one of my friends actually invited me to join career fair. And I remember one of the really, you will always have to go for interview when you go for this type of like events, right? I remember one of the interview questions were this. So I sat down in the chair and then he asked me, so what's your CGPA? And then I look at everyone. Because it was my third day there, I also don't have any CGPA, no nothing. Yeah. So career fair was one of the things. I joined a majority of events in water sports. These things called RPF Challenge. I have joined kayak expeditions as well. That was in more of a sports base. In academic base, I have joined the United Nations Hot Prize 2020, which was mentored by Mr. Vincent over here as well, and I went along with my group mates, Afika, Aimi, and Anik also. I think he's here with the chat as well. And also, I am currently the president of Multimedia University Business Society as well. So a lot of things that I have actually joined, the things that I have learned is to actually, life is always a continuous process of learning. In new positions, you learn new things, and you only can learn it if you are being humble. You keep your head low, not keep your head low, but actually be open to actually learning new things and learning how to experiment as well. So with Business Society, I tend to actually have a few ways how I deal with my club as well. Sometimes I have a more authoritarian like that. Like I make the decisions. Sometimes I will give my people to make the decisions for themselves as well. So these are some of the few things that I have learned. Sometimes you need to take control, and sometimes you have to learn how to let people lead as well. So I would say these are the few things that I have learned. Time management. I am really bad at time management at times, but this is something that I really learned by joining a lot of other things as well. So that's one of the really cool things that I learned as well. Okay, I think that's it for me.
We have to wait for the host coming.
Oh, the host is not here.
Yeah, he left the meeting.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. But, yeah.
What are we
Events here.
gonna? My turn.
So Kwan is here. Oh, hi Kwan.
Yeah. Kwan.
Okay, so before we go to Kwan, maybe Gabriel can quickly tell us what you actually joined and what you learned from it.
So about my university life, it began from foundation. I joined nothing, seriously, literally nothing. So I just enter uni, I just attend to class, go back home, do some assignment, then that's it. In my degree year, I started to join some competition. I didn't join any club until now, so I just joined some competitions. The very first competition, EBEST. After that, follow up an international event, which is MSES, together with my colleague Sanjay as well as Kwan. And after that, a lot of competition coming in, CPA, case study, as well as Hub Prize, United Nations. And yeah, now we are currently joining EDC. So why do I choose to join competition instead of what is it called? Club and society? Because for me personally, I think that competition will really push you unto the limit, because you are going to reach for the best. You are representing MMU. You are representing a name to go outside to fight others university as well. So you will push your very best, push all the effort you have to maintain that good name of MMU. So from there, I feel the pressure, I feel the tense, I feel the stressness. So from there, it will indirectly to push you to motivate yourself, learning all those marketing skill, learning skill, as well as time management, all those business skill, as well as soft skill. Yeah. So it's really a good experience for me. So joining all this competition makes me no regrets, and I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah. So that's what my activities during until now my degree life. Yeah. So after this, maybe I'll decided to join some club and society to enhance my networking with a lot more of people. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, nice. Hello, Kwan. Wow, you take
Hi.
time to comb your hair so handsome, huh?
No,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe you want to quickly introduce yourself first.
Hi guys, I'm Kwan Kaming. Probably you guys know me, or
Anybody
maybe you.
single?
Huh? Again?
Anybody single? Promote.
Okay,
Yeah.
carry on, Kwan.
I'm from Knowledge Management, FOB. Currently, is a little bit nervous. And I don't know. Yeah, there's basically nothing much about me lah.
That's
If you
very
want-
brief.
Please PM me.
Chey, wow. Okay, so maybe Nisha wants to answer my question as well on the what do you actually enter before participate any competition and what do you actually learn from it?
Okay, so starting from my foundation up to my third year of degree, for any educational purposes competition, I only joined in when I was in degree. But from foundation, I started to join in a lot of singing competitions that MMU offered me. Till a point where I felt to say thank you to MMU because I made it to convocation to perform for convocation. So that was like a very huge step for me. And then as for what all of this competition like singing basically gave me was to be more confident, to have poise in myself and everything. And as for educational purposes competition, I did join like electronic business. It was a subject, but then it had like a competition kind of thing. So it made me learn how to like understand work in pressure. And then I was glad enough to join the recent one that was HSVC. uh, Not gonna lie, it was extreme pressure. It was like tormenting pressure, but I think HSBC was the one of the competition that shaped me to be a very critical person, in very detail oriented and everything. So I gotta be thankful for all of my journey and the competitions that I've joined since foundation up to now, because each and everything changed me into a better person, definitely. So yeah.
Okay, all right, nice. Okay, so Sanjay, an additional question. We have a question from the Insta story from Madam Ilya. Okay,
Okay.
maybe you might want to answer this also on behalf of the team. Okay,
Yeah.
because we know that you join lots of competition, right, since diploma years until your degree years. Okay,
Mhm.
so her question is, how do you guys actually manage your time? You have like sometimes in long science you have 5 to 6 subjects and all the subjects might have assignments, so you have like 5 to 6 assignments, so how do you actually juggle your time, competitions and
Wow.
also studying? You might
Wow.
want to share something.
Oh, all right, all right, okay. So time, like I said, I consider myself a person who managed time really properly because I learned to do that. I was a failure before, then I realized time is everything. So joining competitions and academic, I learned to balance them by cutting my sleep off. So basically people love to sleep, right? But I actually sleep 4 hours a day. When it comes to competition, I sleep 4 hours a day. I used to sleep at 12 o'clock. I wake up at 3. So being an athlete, a Malaysian athlete, I used to wake up at 5 o'clock every single day. I have to go jogging with my teammates, and we have to come back from jogging, and then we have to do some training, and then I go to class. I come back from class, and then I do my homework. I do my study. I'm not a person who study like last minute on study week. I study every single day or every single week. I wrap up whatever I learned in that week. So it makes my study process faster, right? So when it comes to competition, you know that competition is joining a competition and winning it is a different thing, right? So whenever we join competition, like Gabriel is my teammate, Kwan is my teammate, and the other teammates as well, we go with the mindset of winning the competition. So we actually do 100% preparation. Mr. Vincent is our mentor. You have to ask him how intense was our preparation. So there was actually one week that was last semester. We actually joined 3 competitions in 1 week, and all those 3 we actually won title in them. So how do you manage time is, for me, I cut my sleep. So sleep is not everything for me because every time I sleep, someone else is working hard. Every hour I sleep, someone else is working hard. So I can't take that. I keep telling my mind that whenever I sleep, someone else is working hard. Whenever I go out to club drinking, but I don't drink, I keep telling myself that whenever I go to club, someone's working hard. So I don't let anybody go above me. I'm not saying I'm not being humble. It's being humble, but just within myself, I keep pushing up my standards. I have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So for the lecturers who ask me those questions, maybe in your career, right? I'm not someone who is credible enough to answer your questions, but I can share what I think about myself and my life. as someone who's maybe married or having commitment, you can actually organize your time very properly, because I think a lot of people in this world, like Mark Zuckerberg, they are married. He's married, but he's still one of the richest person in the world. That's how they manage their time. When you learn to master the 24 hours in your life, nothing can stop you. That's it.
Okay, good. Right, so we pause for a while to ask questions. So we have Anik, Wei Chi, Vivian, Carson, and Afika. Afika is in too. So if you guys have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask, or you can ask in the chat box. All right. So let me check in the Insta live, see whether there's any question.
Who is the cute cat?
Afika.
Can you see your face?
No. See a cat face only. Gabriel, Madam Maria, say hi.
Hi, Madam Maria.
So if you guys have any question, Afika, Carson, Vivian, Wei Chi, do you guys have any question? Anik?
Come on, guys. My tea is getting cold.
I have a question. Oh, okay.
Because I have-
All right, Afika, no problem. You can ask in the chat box.
Yeah, I have a question actually to Gabriel. Can I ask? Yeah, it's a very serious question. Gabriel, you being a Dean's List student, all right, how do you actually study?
How am I actually studying?
How different are
to be
you from
honest,
other people?
Oh, I'm really completely different from others. Actually, for me, I'm a Dean List student. Yes, that's true. If you ask me how am I study? First thing first, I like to before. For example, next week is the exam week, so I tend to be last minute to study, but with an effective way. Because for me personally, I think that understanding is very important. So during all those lecture class, I pay full attention towards it. Then I just asking question to madam if there's something I don't understand. So during the time when you are revising or you are recalling, so you will get back all those information from your head. Yep. So that's how I'm study. I didn't do some notes like very beautiful notes or just notes. I just do a roughly ranker. So just a short, only like this chapter consists of what element. So I just going to make sure every element I understand it and I know how to explain it. So that's how I'm doing for the study instead. So during the class, it's very important for you to pay attention, and that's really important towards me.
All right, thank you. It's very
Yeah, how
helpful.
about we before we answer Afika's question, how about we direct Sanjay's question to Kwan also? Kwan?
Yeah, 3.97.
3.97, Kwan.
3.97 is not here anymore. Currently, it's 3.95.
Wow, what's the difference?
Still 3.95 way.
So my method for studying, right? I think the biggest thing is that we need to focus in class, because usually I don't really study after class. But when I'm in class, I pay 100 attention to what lecturers say, to all the notes and the words they talking, right? I will jot down every single words and I will try to understand them. If I don't understand, I definitely ask, even if the question is very stupid for others. This is how I manage my learning and studies.
Wow.
Very good, very good.
Actually, in the class with Kwan, I was in the class with him last semester. It was a financial project. I sat next to him. He will be the only person in class asking questions. He stand up. Madam was the model. Every time she take the photo like that. But it's good, It's
good.
A good way to study.
Yeah. So thank you.
Amazing.
There's always a problem now in the younger generation where they shy to ask,
Yes.
because they're scared they get it wrong. Yeah.
But I'm not shy, I only shy when I see girls.
Oh, damn.
Hey!
Right on the spot.
I think for Mr. Vincent. Yeah, I think it's kind of true as well, like what you say. This younger generation definitely are not one for asking questions. I'm not sure who was the person. Was it Confucius or Sun Tzu? A person who doesn't ask. A person who asks a question is a fool for a minute, but a person who doesn't ask at all is a fool for life.
Yes. I always use that sentence to remind myself.
You may be a fool for a minute, but it's better than being a fool for life. So
True.
definitely, I think something.
Yeah.
Think about.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
So Sanjay, you can answer Africa question now from the chat box.
Mr. Vincent, I can proceed with that question.
Yeah. To all the students that are listening to this, so this is a very good message. Yeah, Sanjay, maybe you want to answer the question in the chat box?
All right, so the question was, how do I sacrifice my time and then stay healthy at the same time, and then I could excel in my studies and whatever I do? So first of all, yes, I do cut my sleep, because my policy in my life is I go to sleep after everybody else and I wake up before everybody else. So that's what I've practiced for the last few years. Because to me, I don't waste my time sleeping, because most people spend their time reading books, but when they are reading books, I learn some new skills, and when they are sleeping, I read books. So that's what I do. How do I manage my sleep is I don't really cut my sleep for the whole week or the whole month. I sleep less than 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Sometimes when we have competition, usually I'm the team leader for the competition, and usually Gabriel will take charge sometimes, and Karma will take charge, or Kwan will take charge, or the others will take charge. But usually I'm the team leader. So when I'm a team leader, I have to invest in my teammates. I have to make sure they are good. So I have to train them, training them, finding materials. I'm the one who do the slides. I'm the one who do the pitching. So a lot of things to do. If I sleep, I could not finish all that work in time. And why do I push myself to go to competition? Being an entrepreneur, my dream is to become an entrepreneur. This is the only place I can find failures. This is the only place I can find expectations. So I welcome challenges in my life. I love to fail. That is one thing I love in myself. I love to fail as much as I can. Every competition I go, I don't wish to win. I want to lose, because if I win, I'm not learning anything. If I lose, I'm learning a lot of things. So that's what I want. So how do I manage my time is I sleep on the weekends whenever I got no time to do. I'll sleep for 24 hours, maybe 12 hours. I'll get back all the sleep. And to answer the question of I'm not healthy, I'm actually a national athlete of Taekwondo. I'm going for arm wrestling. I do dragon boat. I do kayaking, a lot of activities. We go to mountain hiking, a lot of things. So the way that I live healthy without getting any sleep is to live healthy at the first place. I eat healthy. I do get some activities. I do yoga every morning. We go to jogging. So a healthy mind actually comes from a healthy body. And whenever I cut sleep, I will get the sleep back some other days, but not that day, because I have to work on a particular time of the week or particular time of the day. So that's how I manage it, by getting sleep on another day, delayed gratification, and I will actually live healthy, eat healthy to maintain my physical health. That's how I do it. Thank you.
Maybe in terms of to add on about the shyness, just how we discussed about, yes, nowadays generation are very shy to ask questions. Because once I heard,
Okay.
I attended
So any more
leadership
questions from
rally.
the floor? Anik, Wei Chi?
Why they're so quiet?
Okay, yeah, so I proceed. I heard before once Tan Sri Dato Feng Ah Seng, yeah, one of the Dato, he said that nowadays to become success, one thing is within your way. It's about your air muka. You want to make sure your identity is being protected, you are shy. So it's really, before that, Mr. Vincent, for the Instagram, you have paused your live video. So I carry on. So nowadays, all want to jaga air muka. Because of that air muka, you are shy to ask or you are afraid to ask. So one thing really got into the way. I think one of that is because of air muka. So I think when you are learning or maybe when you are missing some friends, try not to jaga your air muka so much. Yeah, for me personally, I think that way. So you could learn more during that time.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, air muka, yeah. Exactly. Next question.
How do you manage your time in study and assignment? And from Anik?
How do you manage to time to study and
Maybe
assignment?
Nick can answer this question.
Yeah.
Okay, for this one, how do I manage my time in study, assignment, and okay, for me, I believe in one thing. For time lah. Okay, time is a zero sum game, and what does that mean is that if you actually take 1 hour out of your time to go and party, you're actually missing out 1 hour of your time to actually go and study. So that's think of it in a bigger picture. In 24 hours, what if you were to do that for 5 hours? Because you can easily spend time with your friends for 5 hours. So when you're trying to manage your study time, assignment, and your friends, one thing I always try to remember about my friends, if your friends really support you and trust you and believe in you, they won't always have a problem with you because they know that you are doing something beneficial and good for yourself as well. And honestly speaking, we are at an age already where friends are somewhat not the biggest it's not the biggest priority in our lives. You know, we have responsibilities, we have families, we have sometimes even work as well. So get a group of friends that actually understand this concept. Yeah, you know, because they're not entitled to everything. Yeah, that's the thing. In terms of actually picking your time to study and assignments, okay, I'm not like Kwan or Gabriel. I'm not the last minute guy. I can't do that. My brain can't process it. So for me, definitely have a blueprint of how you study. Really understand how do you study, okay, and start early. Yeah, a lot of people procrastinate. The one biggest thing that you could probably do that can benefit your life in assignments and studying is literally start early. Assignment comes out early, try your best to finish it as fast as you can. Procrastination will strike. Yes, definitely. Try and do your best to actually get your assignments done as fast as possible. There's this thing where there's this thing called treat yourself just like you are treating someone else. So for example, if your pet actually is sick, you will bring it to the doctor, get it checked up, doctor give you medicine, and you'll take care of it like it's the most precious thing in the world. So why not do the same thing for yourself? This is what is actually good for you. Why not do what is best for you? Take the time of your hour and actually do your work, study, become knowledgeable, and you'll see what you do today will actually pay off tomorrow. So I think that's one of the good ways to actually manage. Don't procrastinate and have a schedule. Having a schedule is a really important thing. Have a checklist if you have to as well, you know, and understand how do you actually study. I would say these are the methods that everybody's style is really different. Like Gabriel and Kwan, Gabe is a last minute person, but I'm not a last minute person. So you really have to know what type of person that you are. Oh, okay, that's a very nice one. All right, thank you, Anik. For Nikki one, do I continue or what? How about Nikki's question? Anybody would like to answer?
Oh,
Nikki. Who's Nikki?
Nikki is
Wei Chi.
Oh, Wei Chi. I think I can answer that. So she asked, since all of you joined so many competition, also play roles as leaders, how do you guys manage the teammate engagement at the same time taking care of their emotion? All right, so I have,
That's
that's a very
interesting.
good question. I didn't expect that. Joining like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 competitions in my life, I have met different kind of teammates. All right, I have seen the best and I've seen the worst of the worst in the campus. All right, but I'm not going to mention anything. So just to share with you, even though I met teammates who are not up to my standards, up to my par, I still invest time on them. Like me and my mentor, Mr. Vincent, invest time on them, having the resources for them, teaching them on a lot of things. But the question was, how do you take care of the engagement at the same time taking care of the emotion? Sometimes you don't have to take care of the emotion if you focus too much on engagement. And I mean, you can't do both at the same time. It's not going to work. Sometimes you have to push them to the limits. Like, I want this work by today. I want it by today. You know, you don't delay it. And this is not assignment. This is a competition, right? So we learn to put the expectation up high, letting them to achieve it. But then we also force them to achieve what we want, because we're going to win. We're not going to just have fun, you know, having some tea session. So most competitions that we go, we have teammates who are like sometimes 50-50, 60-40, not giving their 100% to us. So it would affect the entire team. It's not a one-man job, right? So we take care of engagement by having a lot of meetings, activities. We do meet up a lot of times. Like me and Kasan, we went to all 7 competitions. I went to 6 competitions. And then we really have time for ourselves. You know, that's how we engage ourselves. And then emotion-wise, as a team leader, I have to motivate my team members. I couldn't just let them go doing things by their own. I have to keep on motivating them. Guys, we can do this. This is possible. So how I motivate them is by giving a proper role to everybody according to their strengths. Because if they do something within their strength, they are more confident. They are more reliable in what they do. So usually when we make teams, Mr. Vincent make teams, like recently he have established the Change Makers, which is the team for all the competitions that we're gonna go for the upcoming year. These teams are made up of different people from different backgrounds, people with different strengths. Like in my team, usually I'm the one who does all the pitching. But for the first time in my life, I actually had a team who everybody could present, which was for the MSAS challenge, which I have Gabriel, I have Kwan, and I have Kaiman. So all 4 of these can talk. So it makes my life easier. You don't have to spend more time to train each and every one. So managing emotion-wise, it's important for the leader to motivate the team members, to tell them what is right and what is wrong, and to always tell them it's possible. Because when the leader sinks, the whole ship sinks, right? So that's how we do it. Hope you answered the question. Thank
Maybe
you.
to add on about Sanjay answer. So for me personally, I think that relationship among your team member is much more important. Before you having those ideas coming in, it's quite true to know about how do you maintain your relationship with your team member, so that you not only can understand each of them well, at the same time you can know their interests. So you will know, so he's good at that. So what is his talent, her talent? So from there you will know how to manage each person emotionally good as well as talently good. So that's how the way, first of all, you need to improve the relationship with your group member. So having a meet up, keep on understanding them. Then after that, you will slowly develop it, trust me. Because the very first time how we met in our team, we didn't discuss any idea. We didn't discuss like boom, 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 all those ideas coming in. We just sit down, relax, chill, chit-chatting, just answering questions, and then ask questions, just chit-chat, normal chit-chat only, because we want to develop the relationship. Because if you hate someone in that team, your idea, how good is your idea is, you might fail. So relationship among your team member is quite important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just to add also, it's very true. Bechi, if say, because I see before that members, the team that I assemble, right? When they actually have problem with each other, the team actually doesn't work. Okay, they could actually go into the next level or the competition, but the solution or the discussion itself will totally fail. Everything will drop down for sure. So relationship is very important. About emotion, I feel sometimes you as a leader, when like Sanjay said, when things have to be done, it has to be done. Yeah, it's not an assignment where the leader can sapu everything, do everything by his own. No. When you talk about competition, this is about commitment, this is about the roles and responsibility as a team. Okay, so it's already 10 p.m., so we're going to wrap up soon. Okay, there's one more last question. All right, so we answer this question first. You guys pernah tak terasa want to give up in anything and how you guys handle it? Okay.
Okay, I think I would like to answer that question.
All right, Nisha.
That just hit me in very different way. Okay, I'm gonna read the question again. Have I ever terasa want to give up in anything, and how do you guys handle it? Okay. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, so I'm gonna be as brutal as I can. Since foundation that started, I was doing my studies while I was studying. So I had to handle my assignment, my group mates, my teammates, my working life, my studies, my lectures, and everything. And for somebody who only started working right after SPM, which was just like a buzzkill to kill the time, and suddenly entering the university life and having that much of pressure on me, did I wanted to give up? Yes. The answer is yes. If somebody said like, oh, I didn't want to give up, that's basically bullshit, no joke. People will have a point in their life where they want to give up, but what kept me going is that my dad will always say that, he will always say this one Malay sentence lah. He always say that susah sekarang senang kemudian, which makes a lot of sense. Like you're going to suffer right now, but then if you were to just put it a little bit more of your hard work and yourself in it, and then you're going to get so easy in the future and everything like that. So I don't know, maybe because everybody is different, everybody has a different kind of push to them on how to like not give up. My advice is to basically find what gets you going, because I can be here right now and I can advise you, or maybe you can follow my motto that I follow, susah sekarang senang kemudian, but that definitely would not work on you because you are different. So you gotta have the drive, you gotta find what gets you going in order for you to actually succeed, I believe. And I think that each and every enlightened he would agree on that. Because if I were to ask Sanjay, he would, like, what gets you going, Sanjay? If you want to give up, what gets you going?
What makes me so? I believe in the sentence that if it was easy, everybody would do it. If getting a password is easy, yeah. So yeah, back to Nisha.
See, like example, like Sanjay's way and his drive is different compared to mine. So to answer that question, you will eventually have the downfall in life where you want to give up, but you just gotta push yourself and you gotta find that drive to get you going. So if you do and you basically did give up right now, what makes you different than others who are not the achievable? You gotta make yourself to achieve something that you actually want to achieve, not only for everybody, but actually for yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's only you and yourself with the achievements that you have made to be proud for your own self and stand on your 2 feet. Yes, that's it. Wrap up. Mega.
I would like to add one of my biggest inspirational story. Can I?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
This is just to give you guys a view of it's really possible. So let me tell you, there was this one story. You guys all know Mike Tyson, right? The boxer, the world champion, Mike Tyson. So there was actually one point at time, Mike Tyson was the world champion. Nobody could beat him. Everybody comes on the ring. He just hammered them within 4 rounds. Boom, done. Right. So at one point we had this one kid. This kid, his name is Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was just an ordinary person. He made his way up to challenge Mike Tyson at the finals, right? But that time, Mike Tyson had like 50 KOs with no loss at all. But this guy has lost a few times. You know, he won a few fights, but then he went to challenge Mike Tyson. But the best part of the story is his mother. The mother of Buster Douglas, she had a saloon. You know, she cut people's hair. So she had a saloon. And whenever people come to a saloon, his mother would actually paste pictures of Buster Douglas in the saloon and tell everybody that my son is going to beat Mike Tyson. But the fight is 2 weeks away. You know, the mom would keep telling every single person who come to her saloon, everybody who even walk on the street, the mom would just go in and hail, yeah, hey, like, hey, you know, my son is going to beat Mike Tyson. Like the fight is not even started. But when this guy saw the mother doing that, he said, mom, don't do that, mom. You know, like, I'm not even going to fight Mike Tyson. He's great. I can't beat him. You know, like, these guys are very humble and he believes he can't beat Mike Tyson. So, you know, actually what happened? 2 days before the fight, the mother died. So it's giving up an option there. When your success is your mother's dream, and 2 days before the fight, your mother died, how would that affect any of you? 2 days before your finals, if any of your parents died, touch wood. But what would how would that affect you? Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna just quit exam? You're gonna stay at home and cry? You know what this guy did? He actually went on to fight just because winning the fight was his mother's dream. And during the fight, this guy was actually knocked out by Mike Tyson for the first time. And in the history of Mike Tyson, when he knocks somebody out, nobody gets out. And this guy, Buster Douglas, is the first person in the history to get back up. Why? He think about his mother. The only goal, you must have a drive to push you, someone to push you, say, this is my dream, I want it for this person. Most of you are doing it for your parents, for your kids, your future wife, your family. That is what your motivation is. And when you know that clearly, you would never give up. And guess what happened? Buster Douglas knocked Mike Tyson and won the fight. Just because he has that why, that reason. Why should I do this? You must find the reason. I had my reason. I'm a person who hates studies, but today, my motivation, I want to get a PhD. I want to be a doctor in the future. It's because of my why, the people who are pushing me from left, right, front, back, up, down. I want to show them that I can do this. So the day you found that why, that reason to do it, you will never give up ever in your life. Thank you.
Right. Okay, so anybody else, the enlightens, did anybody want to have the last word? Any wrap up from you guys?
I had a last essay, right?
Okay, if no, okay, to all the other viewers and students out there that is listening to this part 1 of our TI session, this is only the 10%, all right? 10%, I think less than 10% of the enlightens. So they can actually enlighten you and inspire you, all right? So please make sure that if you guys has any, you need a place to reach out, okay? Hi, Aimee, welcome. If you guys need a place to reach out, you need some inspiring kind of platform, you need help, you need support. Hi, Aimee, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry.
So this is the best platform for all of you to actually gain more knowledge, all right? Like what Nisha and Sanjay said, everybody have different kind of ways in studying, how they are surviving in the university, what ways that motivate them to not give up. They have their own ways, all right? So you guys out there need to find a way, all right? You need to at least put an effort to find what is the main goal that want to push you go even further. They have their own stories, that the why, like Sanjay said. You have to find your own story. You have to find your own goal in order to push you further. All right. I don't think so that you want to stay in a university for more than like 5 years in diploma. All right. So, you know, please make sure, just try to find yourself. All right. There's a lot of things we're saying that, oh, you guys are the Gen Z, you guys are like that, you know, you have this kind of characteristic in you, you can't change. Those are nonsense. Okay. If you want to change, it's all in your hand. It's you want to take the first step or not. All right. Don't be shy, you know, just go for it. Being different doesn't mean you are weird or an alien. All right. You just need to push yourself and go for it. So with that, I thank all the enlightens today and all the viewers. All right. Please stay tuned. Please follow our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel. All right. Stay tuned to more inspiring stories. So that's all for us, for the enlightens. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay at home. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you. Good night.